The question is, a square pyramid base 35 mm side and axis 70 mm long has a corner of the base on the ground and a side of the base contained by that corner is inclined at 30 degrees to the ground. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined at 60 degrees to the VP. Now consider the three-dimensional representation of the question. For that we have to consider two perpendicular planes BP and HP. Now this one is the case of a square pyramid. This is the square pyramid, and for simplicity consider the bottom corners are A, B, C and D, and the vertex is O. Now the center of the base is P. So from this figure you can see that here the square pyramid is resting on one of its base corners, and the base edge containing that corner makes an angle of 30 degree in initial condition. So this one is the first case. That means this square pyramid is resting on one of its base corners. Here it is marked as point D, and one of the base edge containing that corner, that means here AD makes an angle 30 degree with the horizontal plane. This one is the initial condition. And here, for getting the front view, we are observing the square pyramid from front side, then project all the base corners to the vertical plane, project the vertex to the vertical plane, join all these base corners, then join base corners to the vertex. Now this square will give the front view corresponding to initial position, that is one of the base edge makes 30 degree with the horizontal plane. And for getting the top view, we have to observe the object from the top side. Here also project all the base corners to the horizontal plane, project the vertex to the horizontal plane, and join all these corners. We'll get one triangle, and this triangle represents the front view corresponding to the initial condition. Then in second step in question, it is given that the pyramid is rotated at an angle 60 degree, that is the axis of the pyramid makes an angle 60 degree with the vertical plane. Now consider this case. Here this is the axis and joining the center portion of base side and the vertex. Now this axis makes 60 degree with the horizontal plane. Here also, for getting front view, we have to transfer all the base corners, project all the base corners to the vertical plane, then project the vertex to the vertical plane. Now join all that base corners, join the vertex, join to the vertex. And when we observe on front side, here these edges are visible, so it can be represented in thick lines. The back side corners which are not visible can be represented by dotted lines. So this figure represents the final front view, that is when the axis makes 60 degree with the vertical plane. And for getting top view, we have to observe the object from top side. Here also project all that corners to the, or project all the bottom corners to the horizontal plane, then project the vertex to the horizontal plane, join all these corners. So the visible corners can be represented by thick lines, and the back edge is not visible from top side, so it can be represented by dotted line. Now this one represents the final top view, that is when the square pyramid makes 60 degree, the axis of the square pyramid makes 60 degree with the vertical plane. Now we have to represent this figure in 2D plane. So consider the square here. In front view, the corners are represented as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Points O and P. Here P dash is represented in bracket. That means the point B, the center point of base, is not visible from front side. That is why it is represented in brackets. The other points are represented as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Now from this figure you can see that here the square pyramid is resting on its base corner D dash such a way that the base edge A dash D dash makes an angle 30 degree with the horizontal plane. Now we can complete the square by taking the dimension 35 base edge. Then in order to get the front view, we have to project all these bottom corners and vertex in the downward direction perpendicular to XY line that can be represented by dotted lines. And again it is given that the height of the pyramid is 70 mm. Now mark a point 70 mm from the base side. So we can mark the vertex O here, then mark all the base corners here A, B, D, C, etc. The center point will be P. Now join all these corners. This one represents the top view corresponding to 30 degree inclination of the base side when it makes angle of inclination with the horizontal plane. Then in second stage, it is given that and in second stage it is given that the axis of the square pyramid makes 60 degree with the vertical plane. So first of all draw a line. This line makes an angle 60 degree with the XY line. Then project all the dimensions from the initial case, from the initial top view. Mark all these dimensions. Then mark the corners here A, B, C, etc. Then mark the vertex O. Join all these corners. Then this will be the top view corresponding to 60 degree inclination of the axis with the XY line. Then for getting the top view, we have to project all these bottom corners and vertex in the upward direction perpendicular to XY line represented by dotted lines. And for completing this figure, draw the projection from the front view of the first condition rightwards. Now we will get points A1 dash, B1 dash, D1 dash, O1 dash, P1 dash, etc. All the corners and vertex which are obtained by joining the corresponding lines. That means A1 dash is obtained by joining A and A dash, B1 dash is obtained by joining B and B dash, then O1 dash obtained by joining O and O dash, D1 dash obtained by joining D and D dash, etc. like that. Then join all the base corners. Then join all base corners with the vertex. Mark the outer edges which are visible from front side as thick lines, and mark the back side edges which are not visible from the front side as dotted lines. Then complete this figure. This figure represents the final condition, that is when one of the when the square pyramid is resting on one of the base corner D, and which makes 30 degree with the which makes 30 degree one of the base edge 30 degree with the horizontal plane, and again it is tilted 60 degree when the axis tilted 60 degree with the horizontal plane. So this one is the final front view and this one is the final top view.